I take Quaaludes 10 to 15 times a day for my back pain, Adderall to stay focused, Xanax to take the edge off, pot to mellow me out, cocaine to wake me back up again, and morphine, well, because it's awesome. Morning, Nathan. I was thinking about stylistically how we did this movie, and I remember seeing a documentary on King of Comedy, and I remember seeing a lot of improvisation being done beforehand to sort of set up what was going to be done on the day. But this, by far, I think, as far as our collaborations are concerned, was the most controlled chaos.
36 and a half. Mr. Butt.
I mean, a lot of the films I think we've done in the past had a very sort of structured plot wherein it had to have a certain outcome. This wasn't redoing, you know.
Story is not important here.
This wasn't The Catcher in the Rye. This wasn't some great American novel that we had to be specific to. We gotta get out of here. Let's go fucking run. Let's run like we're fucking lions and tigers and bears!
We did rehearse in a rehearsal hall, read the scenes. For example, the diner with all the guys, when you did the thing about the Amish guy, and there was some improvs at that. So typed it up, worked it out, took some lines out, and when we shot it,
It became another monster.
it became another monster epic by itself and trimmed it way down then in the editing and shaped the scene in the editing with Thelma Schoonmaker, my editor, based on, you know, what he has there. I think there's only a couple of lines from the improv that remain.
Sell me that pen. Watch. Go on.
Let me sell this fucking pen.
That's my boy right there.
This pen.
Fucking sell anything.
Would you do me a favor? Why'd you name down that napkin for me?
I don't have a pen.
Exactly. Supply and demand, my friend.
You know what I'm saying? He's creating urgency.
The joy for a writer, of course, is to write something and then you hear it in your head and you go, yeah, that really works, and then watch an actor like Leo take it. For me, architecturally, there was a sequence where Jordan is teaching the other brokers how to sell. There's a lot of intercutting. You know, it was a long sequence of explaining this is how you pitch a client. It was a lot of intercutting between Jordan pitching on the phone to another broker doing it to listening back. The architecture of that sequence, it took me a week. I just going back and forth and trying to get it just right. And there's a lot, I mean, there's probably, in terms of scene numbers, there's probably 40 scenes of quick bites, but it's all supposed to play as one seamless exchange.
What this trade will do is serve as a benchmark for future business, Kevin.
Do you feel comfortable with me now, Scott?
And then you'll know for sure that you finally found a broker on Wall Street that you can trust and who can consistently make you money. Sound fair enough?
Whatever, when I saw it, I couldn't believe what I got back. It was just unbelievable. I mean, you know, it's taken to a different place. I mean, those are the words, but again, in the mouth of somebody who's, you know, at Leo's ability, it's just, it's incredible.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Bitte Hilfe!
Hilfe! Hilfe! Hilfe! Hilfe!
I thought everything that Terry wrote was amazing. No, I did. I mean, I honestly, like, the character right off the bat, I just was obsessed with from reading the book and the script, and I expressed that to everyone at this table before getting the part and begging them to let me do the part.
Okay.
Start off with one, see how it goes.
My guy says all we need is one. Salud.
Cheers.
When I read that scene in particular, what I loved about it was in rehearsals, when the three of us were rehearsing, Leo and Marty really built that scene to an end of my character's kind of like screw-up journey, basically. It goes off.
Oh yeah, what you did with Brad and all that.
Yeah, where he kind of gets involved with the drug dealer and crosses him and messes up really bad. And so what it is, and these guys had the brilliant idea to make Taking the Lemons really is like to numb Jordan to hearing the information that I screwed up, you know? And so I love the idea of drugging your friend and yourself in order to soften the blow of your screw-ups.
Yeah, so get past it. Yeah, get past the worst of it. Particularly the lemon Quaalude sequence. I mean, just the way one has to understand that for him to get from the door to the car is not a normal situation. So then you try to understand how, and what would it seem like? You see the car is there, but you can't, you're giving directions to your body.
The Lemons had developed a delayed fuse. Took 90 minutes for these little fuckers to kick in, but once they did, pow.
He fell backwards on a rig that we worked out. And so, yeah, it was a little painful for you.
Yeah. No, it was a few days, right? It was a few days of crawling around like that.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you contort your body, and eventually, yeah, I hurt myself.
But you see what it is, his body. It's interesting. What he did was almost like Jacques Tati or Jerry Lewis in that scene.
I've got it. I can roll. I can roll.
You know, he has to get into the car, let alone drive it. Don't even talk about driving it. He has to get into it, and it's a car. I didn't realize the door opened that way. See, it's a whole other thing. We get on the set. I said, look how the door opened until we got there. Oh my God, the door opens. It goes up this way. I said, how are you going to do it? Well, try your foot. I mean, it goes on that way, and that's how we improvised and worked it. So that the scenes are there in a sense of what Terry had, and we worked from that. You can't just be talking on a phone because you can't form the words because of the drugs. So that, you know, and you're trying to get, he has to get the phone from you. All of this sort of thing, and then to develop that way. As long as they understand the truth of what they're doing.
What did you do?
I had my times too, and I said, no, you see, you try to form the word, but it isn't there.
Yeah.
The tongue and the mouth, the palate just won't respond. The way you could hear it in here, but it can't come out. So all of this created the necessity. They had to literally, it was almost like being underwater, into a scene underwater. And the physical, the body language of both of them turned out to be quite extraordinary.
I tried as hard as I could to find a Quaalude, and I could not find it. I'm not like a drug person, but I was genuinely, I would have tried one to see, we're on them for so much of the film.
Quaaludes are a big deal in this movie, and the fact that they're discontinued, but
Yeah,
they're
I
just
mean,
gone.
The party scenes?
Yeah. They were gross.
Yeah, they smelled.
The one on the plane, yeah, I didn't go in, I was on the outside.
I was there for one day. And
No, but oh, and the office party, that was actually not so bad to shoot either.
It just all boils down to proper ventilation or not.
Yes, exactly.
That's why the beach house was great, because
The
you were
beach
by
house
the
was
water.
air.
Yeah, it was nice.
air, and everybody, and the people were nice, and it was fun.
We got plans up here that's gonna take this company into the fucking stratosphere!
As a person who saw it for the first time, you know, a few weeks ago, I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I mean, it is such a roller coaster ride of insanity. These guys take these performances to levels that, I mean, talk about commitment. I mean, just jaw-droppingly funny, hilarious, just, I think, versions of these two actors that you've never seen before.
Steve Madden.
Steve. And it's just really astounding the lengths of which people went to. I mean, and it's a Martin Scorsese movie. I mean, that's a really rare occurrence and a rare treat. I mean, I was there the day Goodfellas opened, the day, I mean, front row. I mean, I told my kids Christmas is canceled this year. This is good. Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm fucked up, right? Fucked up. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm sober. Jesus fucking Christ. For me, you're asking someone who's sitting with pretty much his favorite writer, actor, and director. So even if I wasn't in this movie, this would be the movie I'd be most excited to see.
I've been very lucky to have this collaboration at this time. Also reignited my enthusiasm for making pictures when we did Aviator, for example. His enjoyment of the work and also the ability, speak as if he's not here, but the ability to take chances and just go, that made me excited again. There's always more to do. There's always more to mine with him. He keeps going deeper and deeper with a great sense of humor, by the way. And so that is really, and good to work with. So why not, you know? And the other blessing has been that he does like the same kind of material, and vice versa. I like what he likes what I like.
I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
The fact that this is almost like a modern day Roman Empire, it's a giant swirling orgy of hedonism and fun and drugs, and people behaving incredibly bad without any regard for anyone around them except themselves, and making themselves more wealthy. And it's obviously a cautionary tale at the end of the day, although we're not trying to teach any lessons by making the movie. It just shows what happens to an individual when they get into the vortex of greed.
I changed all these people's lives, and I can change yours too. So come to my seminar. The life of your dreams is only... Good to see you again, Jordan. You're under arrest. You gotta be joking.